become best friends?
Yup.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Big part of friendship.
I like you. Do you like me?
I do like you.
You are my friend.
You're a nice young man, and I am your friend.
Shut up, Pete. We're not friends now. I don't need you anymore.
You're my best friend.
Friend requests.
The friend request?
Why you ain't accept my friend request, bro? But you don't want to be my friend.
Hey requesties, it's me, your host Chloe Maddren, and my co-host Louis. He's done. Welcome to the podcast. How are you guys doing? What's happening with me? Oh my gosh, so much. I actually thought to myself, before in this week's intro, we should remember to say something about something, and I've forgotten. So let's get to it, I guess. We've got a great episode for you today with a wonderful Australian comedian who I've known for a long time since I started. He's so funny. He is a co-host of the podcast Phone Hacks, if you know it. I mean, if you're in Australia, you probably do, because it's one of the good ones. It's so funny. He's so funny. We had fun. Please go enjoy today's episode with the wonderful Nick Kappa. Oh, by the way, also you can check out his special start of November, middle of November, and I'm going to come back and put the link into the show notes. So if you're watching this later, retrospectively, then the link will be there, and if not, then hold your horses, okay? Settle down. Also go and follow him, go listen to Phone Hacks, do all the usual stuff, give him some love, why not? Yeah, go have fun, love you. Mwah.
This is fantastic.
It's so good to have you.
Yeah. So mate, I'm so sorry. I never listen to Australian podcasts. I'm terrible.
Nor should you.
Only the bad ones. The really bad ones.
Yeah, I know
those
the
are the ones
types.
I listen to that are very funny.
I think I could guess a couple that you've had a peek at.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's weird. It's just weird listening to podcasts of people you know.
Yeah. Sometimes I enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes,
I like
like,
yours.
I'll listen to something if there's someone who I kind of want to get insight into or something like that.
Oh, what
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
you want to get insight into a person?
I remember I never really listened to any Will Anderson's podcast, but I
Yeah.
listened to one with Ursula Carlson.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I got to find out what makes this lady tick.
Yeah, right,
And,
because she's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's crazy. She does an hour, but this is kind of a bit inside baseball. But then she also does half an hour that's not in the show.
Oh,
So she writes like an hour and a
okay.
half of material
Yeah.
a year, which is impossible, which is crazy.
It's interesting because I did my first hour this year, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you're going to do another one next year. And I'm not planning to. I'm doing live podcasts.
Yes.
And just because why not? And I'm
Why not?
writing, like, the pressure's off. I'm writing like fucking crazy.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, oh, awesome. I will have an hour as soon as I want it.
Yeah.
But once the pressure's on, you're like, I don't know. What have I ever thought?
Yeah,
An hour and a half. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's brutal. I try to write 2 hours
Yeah.
and then craft it down, but really only get to 15 minutes, and I just stretch that out into an hour. So, yeah, it's the same thing. I'm like, Nick, you got to write 180 bits. 180 bits.
Yeah.
That way it gets down to 60. And then, I write like 4, and then I just stretch those out. Yeah,
See how long you can take to say one bit.
yeah.
That's good.
And then I got about 20 jokes that go for 1 second. So yeah, that's great. So
Totally.
it's 20 seconds gone. So it's really good. That's why my career is flailing.
Your career's doing great. You're doing fine.
It's okay.
It's
It's
okay?
got up and down. I'm frustrated with it at the moment. I'm not making enough money.
Shit.
I'm so broke.
You might need to get like seriously ill again.
I know. I do.
that did
yes.
wonders for you,
Yeah, it did. It really helped me out financially. Too bad I couldn't move for 4 months, but damn,
God
damn,
damn.
God damn it, God damn it. Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Well, look, this is the friend request. It's all about friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I have had one of your long-term working partner friends on twice, actually. Mike
Yeah.
Goldstein, who I mentioned I saw this morning
Yes.
at the gym.
Yeah.
Love that.
No,
I
yeah.
tell you what, I love seeing a friend at the gym.
It's no good, is it?
No, I like it.
Oh, you
I
like it?
because I'm like, I deeply need to be witnessed, It's the reason why I post so many Instagram stories To have someone see me pump an iron, I'm just like, can you tell everyone how buff I am?
Yeah, mate. No, I'm opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I hide in the gym. I don't want. If someone from comedy went to my gym, I would freak out. I want to keep it on the down low.
No.
And then one time when I take my shirt off, they're like, "Whoa!" But that'll never happen. So maybe I should do your approach, where at least you're getting. People are like, "Oh, you're going to the gym."
Exactly,
you know? Yeah, that's
exactly.
good.
I can't be posting a gym selfie every day, but I'm there, and I need everyone to know.
Yeah.
I want Jacob to come with me sometimes, and he is so off the idea.
Yeah, really.
He refuses to work out with me, and I'm like, it's cool, then we could sauna together. It's like fun and sexy, maybe sexy. And he's like, nah.
Yeah, gym isn't sexy. No, my wife and I, we go to the same gym.
Yeah.
And we both look. She might disagree with this, but we both look disgusting. We're both sweaty people. We both get into it. Like quite competitive with it.
Yeah.
Like she is. I'm not that competitive, but
okay.
yeah. And it's the most unsexiest we've ever been. I think we walk a meter from each other on the way home. We're relieved,
of course.
but yeah.
I think the competitiveness of it is good because even then, like Goldstein and I were working out in the same little bit. We had our hellos, and then we were like, all right, have a good workout. And then I'm like, but just in case he sees me, I'm going harder. I've lifted more.
Yeah, that's great,
like
mate.
it.
It's so funny you say that. I went to a random gym yesterday
Yeah.
that my brother goes to, and there was one of these machines where it had two machines on it, and then this pretty hot girl came up.
Yeah.
And I'm married and everything.
Of course.
I'm never going to see this girl again.
No.
And she's like, "Can I use the machine next to you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "She's watching me. I better fucking
Yeah, you better
I
fucking go.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, "What the hell? Why did I do this? Why?"
Yeah, it doesn't change
I'm
just because you're
grunting.
married.
I'm trying to pull this weight.
Yeah.
She probably didn't even look at the number.
Oh no, definitely
I'm doing
not.
a superset. I'm like, come on.
It helps.
It's not like she's going to go, wow.
You know what?
Wow.
Pick me up, stud.
No, not even that. I don't want to get picked up or
No,
anything.
of course,
No,
of
no.
course.
I just want her to go,
Wow.
You're really good at weights. Wow. Quite heavy.
As a girl in the gym, I so rarely want anyone to talk to me, but
Yeah.
if it was going to be anything,
Yeah.
the exception is someone going, you're really good at weights.
Yeah. Wow. That's good.
That would feel
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
It hasn't
yeah.
happened.
No.
It's
no.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
It's the only reason I do comedy. It's the only thing sometimes, probably once a year, I get a compliment with. So that's good.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm not good at anything.
Oh,
So
100%.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
having a real sad brain day yesterday. I was hard crying, couldn't do anything, kind
Really?
of crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not for any reason, really.
Yeah.
And I was busy, but trying to take it chill, and had plans to watch the TV show Jacob and I are watching together.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone's like, "Do you want a spot?" And I was like, "Oh, babe, so sorry. Can I do this spot? Because I've been feeling so sad, and I know that if I go and do a spot and I crash, I'm going to be so much happier."
Yeah.
But you run the risk of obviously bombing and
Yes.
feeling way worse.
Yes.
Luckily, I did well.
You did well.
Yeah.
Great.
All new.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Oh, it was
With all
awesome.
new.
All new.
Oh, my God.
I got a real fun, silly
I got to
new
see the
thing.
tape of this. No, just
It's
joking.
taped. It's taped. No,
How gullible were these people? No, just joking. That's
They
nothing
were.
to do with your ability. That's just to
No,
do with...
I know, I know.
Yeah. When you do all new and it goes well, you're like, well, something was wrong
No,
here.
it was a fluke for sure. They were very nice crowd.
Just joking, mate. No.
They were very kind.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. The comedy is just the most humbling thing ever.
Yes.
I love those stories of people like the biggest comics in America, like Mark Maron and stuff, going to Edinburgh and just still playing to 20 people in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like,
It's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, it is wild. I met a bunch of people the other day who it was the classic, "Oh, comedy, you're so brave." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I keep downplaying, being like, no, obviously
Yeah.
not. We just all need attention. But there is, when you consider how much pain and death there is in it.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? Maybe I am brave.
Yes. You are brave.
Thank
No,
you.
look, listen. Well, I used to not tell people who first started this
Yeah.
that would get so disheartened by it.
Yeah.
But now I heard someone else say it. I forget who did. It's the hardest thing you could ever do. It's so hard.
It goes against all of our
Like, it's not a
evolutionary
physical-
instincts.
Yeah, yeah, mate.
We shouldn't want to make ourselves known in a big group,
Yes, exactly.
That's how
You're
you get
doing
killed.
something that people are just terrified of.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's all relevant. It's not, it's not like we're heroes or anything. My auntie always tells me that, oh, Nick, I can't believe you do it and stuff. And I'm like, you sell car parts. I said, I worked in sales.
Yeah.
And it was brutal.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
Sales is
way. I
tough.
couldn't keep. It was so tough. It was tougher than
Oh,
comedy.
anyone maintaining office banter, hell of a lot braver in my opinion.
yeah,
I'm sorry, you can talk to the same people every fucking day about the same goddamn shit. How are the kids?
Yeah. Trying to, like, keep a part of yourself there so you sell the thing, but also keeping to the sales jargon and not being friends with them.
Yeah.
But being distant.
Yeah.
Still making the sale. It's terrifying to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're in the right job.
Keeping that moral boundary of, like, hey, I can't be friends with you.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to say thank you to Alum Alliance for sponsoring today's episode. Okay, Alum Alliance provides wonderful holistic healing medicines like THC, CBD, melatonin, psilocybin. I can't say words. I love them. I use them. I'm a big fan. And if you use my code FRIEND, you will get 10% off everything in your cart. So go check them out at Alum Alliance. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. Would you
Yes.
describe yourself as a boundaryless man?
Boundaryless man. Oh, no, I'm very nervous around people. I'm confident within the introduction.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how you going?
Yeah, okay.
I'm always interested in people and stuff like that.
You are very good at the introduction. I've seen
Oh,
that,
thanks,
for
mate.
sure.
Thank you. I do. I pride myself. It's good and it's bad because you become a polarizing person.
You
They're
reckon?
like, this guy's too much for me. Or people are like, oh, this guy's good.
Yeah, okay.
You know, this guy's fun. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'd love to know who
Sometimes
thinks-
I see people like, oh, yeah, no, this is too much.
How are
It's
you
too
being
much.
too much?
I'm too much sometimes. I'm talking and, you know, I get excited. I'm excited by people. I'm excited by life.
Yeah.
It's
You're like
great.
a puppy dog.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm really excited about things. I'm interested in people. Yeah, I could pick up a magazine on yachts and I'm just looking at it and I'm like, well, this is awesome. Where can I find more information about this subject?
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
completely get you. My mum's filling out a questionnaire the other day about my having ADHD.
Yeah.
Because I just got diagnosed.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Thank you. And they have to like get the parent to do a questionnaire about what you were like as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you know, getting high scores on everything. Like she's got it. But then there was one question about like, did your child get excited or not get excited by anything? Because apparently that's a trait.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, as far as I remember, you walk out the door and see like a leaf doing something cute and you're losing your mind. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, to this day, I'm full of wonderment for the world around me.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great thing to have.
I really appreciate, like, my dad doesn't have ADHD or anything like that, but my dad and my grandma, they were always interested in people. And I find that, like, such a great trait because Brett and I ride our motorbikes around Australia. And you've probably encountered this kind of man. I don't know if it exists in women, but it definitely exists in older men.
Yeah.
If you've got like motorbikes or let's say you've got golf clubs or something, I
Yeah.
don't play golf or anything, but we would have our motorbikes outside a pub and an old bloke would walk up to us. Oh, yeah, what do you got here? XT600. And I'm like, yep. I'm just about to tell him about my motorbike. He goes, yeah, I've had 12 of these in my time. I rode from here to Cape York. One time we had no back tyre. We filled it full of grass. And then another time we came off and then we had to use tree sap to repair the exhaust. And then just talks to you relentlessly for 40 minutes. Does not give a shit who you are.
Yeah, that comes with the male confidence.
Yeah,
I don't think women.
Yes, yeah. Women are like, no, I'm still kind of a bit interested in
Women
what
will
you
be
do.
interested. They'll be like, "Oh my god, I love your handbag. That's
Yeah.
really cute." And then it's like, "Where'd you get it?"
Yeah, where'd you get it?
It's
Yeah,
a little bit more understated.
It's a yes, yeah. No, so I rang my dad. We never talk about emotions, but I was like, Dad, I'm very appreciative that you're not like that. Yeah. So it is a good quality. It's a good quality, you know.
Yeah, totally. You're not good at emotion. You grew up in the country, right?
Yeah.
Where?
At Gundawindi.
Okay.
Like in a town an hour out of Gundawindi called Boomai.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
Victoria?
No, on the New South Wales Queensland border.
I thought you were from Queensland, and I had it in my head, even Toowoomba maybe, but I was wrong.
Spent a lot of time in Toowoomba. That was the
Okay.
that was the once a year Christmas trip to the big city. Was Toowoomba.
That's crazy.
There was 2 shopping centres, Clifford Gardens and some other one. And when we were kids, that was the mecca. Like we'd spend all day there. It was the best. It was the best time ever.
Damn, must have
And
blown
then I
your
went.
mind.
Oh man, I went and saw Clifford Gardens not long ago, and I was like, "Oh my god, you can walk from one end to the other. I reckon in 10 minutes."
Jesus Christ. Well, when you're little, it takes longer.
Yeah.
Wow.
You look at the CDs, every CD, what CD you want. You look at every toy section, everything. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I've plotted out some 3 hours to do exactly that at a clothes shop up the road for this weekend because I popped in the other day and I was like, I need to come back here and be able to just go through every single item of clothing here. So, it's still there. There's some people, you find your things.
Yes, exactly,
That's
mate.
cute, though.
What clothes shop?
It's an op shop. It's called Swap or something like that.
Swap?
No, Upturn. I don't remember. It's in Marrickville, but it's new to Marrickville, and they've got
my God.
I found a $3,500 purse for $279.
Oh my god.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Kicking myself.
I would love to go to this place. I have
It's
to go.
gorgeous.
When I get money again.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
you don't live here.
Yeah. I'm so broken right now, but I'm fine. I will get money again, and I will go to this place because it sounds like a place me and my wife would love.
Yeah, it is gorgeous.
We love op shopping. She used to be into rockabilly kind of style stuff,
I can see that.
like cowboy stuff, and now I'm kind of going through my little cowboy phase.
Cute.
And we find that in Melbourne, the clothes are cheaper.
Yeah,
But
totally.
I think Sydney has better quality.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got better.
We've got some really
yeah,
good
they're
ones.
expensive,
They
but it's
are.
almost worth it
Yeah.
to get that expensive
Yeah,
one.
they're really, really good.
I
but
got
they
like an
are.
apricot glitter cowboy shirt, and it's kind of what I've been wearing on stage lately, and it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, it goes good every time. Got it in, what's that place? Route 66.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
I'm sure that's a, that's like not a backroads type op shop.
No.
Yeah, that's your mainstream one.
Yes, yeah,
But
around
the
Newtown.
stuff is good.
Yeah, well, it gets cheaper in Marrickville than it is in Newtown as well, and there's still some really good op shops here.
Yeah.
But Newtown, you kind of you're paying a lot, but it is really nice.
Yeah. So what? So you no matter how old you are, do your parents have to fill in an ADHD form?
I feel like there must be an age limit to that, right? Surely.
Well, because at some point I've got to have my diagnosis. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel so ashamed to say this because it doesn't seem like, I don't know, exciting and new anymore. It seems like everyone's got it.
I know.
But yeah, I don't want my parents knowing.
Yeah, fair. Well, I think
I just want them to go, wow, he's a lawyer now. What?
If there's anyone else who, like a teacher or even a sibling, I think
Yeah.
they can get to fill it out.
Okay.
Someone else who was observing you when you were younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Are you broke now because you just came back from Hawaii?
Yes. Yeah, very broke. Yeah. It was just also just a series of, when you have money, and it wasn't that long ago I had money, like 3 months ago or something. Mm-hmm. And you just think, what could go wrong?
Yep.
So therefore you book a heap of stuff in the future.
Yep.
And then you don't have as much work as you thought you would.
Oh, yep.
And then you're like, wow. And then Mike and I put a heap of money into the podcast. We got an editor to edit all the clips and stuff, so we weren't getting any of the money from it.
Shit.
And now we're like, why did I do all of this at once?
Shit.
Can't
Yep.
I have been just working heaps, then went to Hawaii, or while I'm broke, put money into the podcast.
Yep.
While I'm broke, film a special. While I'm broke, go to Cairns for $200. It's crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane, Chloe.
Everything's very expensive.
Yeah, and everything's and it's a cost of living crisis.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, $13 for a beer. You're just like, oh my god,
I know.
I'm quitting beer.
Yeah, I don't really drink, and it's a big money saver.
Yeah.
I did the other night for like the second time in the last 6 months or whatever. And it's just as soon as I've had 1 or 2 drinks, I'm like, I'm buying everyone's drinks. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's just because of my own fucking insecurities being like, I guess I should buy everybody's love.
Yeah.
Stupid. I don't
Yeah.
need to. I've got it.
Yeah. Harry June bought me a drink the other night, and I haven't really had a conversation with the guy.
Oh, he's a nice
but I just
guy.
thought that was a really nice touch.
He is a class act. What can I say?
Yeah, really cool dude. So, mate, what did you? I think when I first met you did used to drink then, did you? Or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah. Too much.
Too much, and you've toned it down now.
Yeah, for sure.
When was the last time you got drunk? Would you say?
Oh, it was just the other night.
Okay.
But it was the second time in a long time.
Yeah.
But it was 4 drinks in 7
Okay.
hours, so it's nothing crazy. But yeah, no, I'm allergic to alcohol, so I try to avoid it because it makes me so sick. Like usually 2 drinks, I get hungover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was very careful this
God,
night,
man.
and I managed to escape the hangover.
Yes.
Very glad. But yeah. It's also, I don't know, it's just bad for my mental health. I think that's why I was crying so hard yesterday.
Yeah,
you know?
really.
I just get so depleted, and then I'm sad.
How long have you like embraced just crying? Would you say that you've like always done it, or you held it? No,
it's always come out. I come from a crying household.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of cries. Yeah.
Yeah. Not so much my dad, but my mum, for sure. Yeah, we're all pretty comfortable crying.
I'm gonna like be quite broad here. I'm
Tell
only
me.
going off like ex-girlfriends have
Yeah.
told me this, but like I'm not gonna sound like a fucking ally or something like that. I'm just saying a thing that I've seen.
Yeah.
That gradually, like especially in the past, and probably hasn't improved too much, that women do go through a very tough time because I've got these emotions and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's like you're coming into womanhood.
Yeah.
Whereas men, we kind of like, we're like, in society, when we go crazy due to we're seen as larrikins.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, he's going crazy.
Yep.
But like
totally.
the moment a woman like starts like going nuts and crying heaps all the time, or
She's
lashing
hysterical.
out, or like she's crazy, get her on medication.
She's got BPD. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we don't know why, but and then they're like, yeah, I took, like one ex-girlfriend told me that she took medication for 5 years or something, and she's like, I don't know why I can't cry. I want to cry.
Fuck.
You know
That's
what I mean?
real.
Like, you
Yeah.
know, just all that kind of. You don't want to get real on the podcast, but
No,
I'm
this is the place for it. We have dynamics. We can go
I'm
real.
guessing that that happens quite a lot.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
It is interesting though, because I think men are so much more encouraged to go towards anger than
Yes.
sadness, and I don't think that's helping anyone.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. No.
How recent, or are you comfortable crying?
Yes and no. I don't think so. I mean, I feel my wife is with me because of my resilience. But I have resilience at the wrong times. Sometimes, because I'm so resilient, I'm like, I can sleep on the floor. Why can't anyone else sleep on the floor? Well, you're a whinger.
Yeah, okay.
So when she sees me cry, I think she sees it as like extreme weakness.
Oh no, do you really think that?
No, yeah, I think so.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god,
But
that's really funny.
But I did. The last time I cried was when I got married.
Yeah.
The day after, we had like a wrap up drinks, and then it was the best week of my life.
Oh.
And then I just cried immensely.
That's really cute.
Yeah, just uncontrollably.
Oh.
Like I couldn't stop.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And your new wife's like, yuck.
Yeah, she was like, yuck.
No.
Yeah. It was funny. It was very funny.
That's a really nice reason to cry.
It was great because I was like, that's never going to happen again. If you get married, it'll probably happen.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What I'm really confused about is how the girlies have their makeup so nice when they're bawling their eyes out. I think it would honestly stop me. I'm more vain than I am like sentimental.
Yeah, I've
Like,
got.
no, I paid so much money to get this done, you know?
Yeah, I think there's like, I don't know. They sit in the chair for a long time,
Yeah.
7 or 8 hours. There's
They're
got to be some
bolting
kind
it
of
down.
There's
Yeah.
got to be some kind of car, waterproofer or
Yeah.
something that they spray on there to like some kind of resin that goes over the
Smart.
top. Yeah,
I need that because I'm also confused about the kissing. Why? How's the makeup not going everywhere when you guys do your married kiss? You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Can't remember. That's the last time we kissed.
Do you,
No, just joking.
do you think was your emotional state entirely to do with like your marriage and relationship, or do you think that having your family and your friends coming in and supporting you and being all loving and cute added to it?
Yeah, no, that was basically all of it. Nearly.
Really?
It was all the best people I knew were in one place, and we had the Bucks that week, and then we had a night after the Bucks where we all just had dinner together, and we all got drunk again, and then we had a night after that. But the night before the wedding, we went to my favorite cafe, and then we had a little dinner there, and then we had and I was like, what the hell, like. It's just never going to happen like this again.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
like everyone's just showing up for you as well.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
beautiful.
Oh, it was so great, mate.
But it's okay because more people get married, so you can do more stuff like that, right? It's,
Yeah.
We had Alex White's wedding at the start of this year, end of last year, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so fun because it was like a couple of hours away, so we were all staying in little cabins on this premises, right?
Yeah.
And it was like school camp, and it was the best time ever. And then it's all gone. But then we had Andrew Bensley's wedding soon after that. And it's
Oh,
like,
great.
Oh, friends again. And there's more weddings here and there, so it's okay.
I'm surprised those guys had people at their weddings. They're not very good blokes.
Whoa.
They're shit blokes.
Wow.
Podcast is terrible.
Beef on the streets. That's crazy.
Yep. I've only been on there so many times to try and make it better. I'm like, this podcast needs help.
And you are the podcast king.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what this needs? You need to send some graphic pornography to your boss or your mother-in-law.
Yes.
That's what'll make this better.
Yeah. I do think that. Yeah.
For the listeners.
I'm like Pimp My Ride. I'm like Exhibit for podcasts.
Is that what you're doing here today?
Yes, I am.
Wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
Everyone wrote to me and go, all right, you got to get on Chloe's podcast.
There's testimonials from my friends and family.
She needs help. She needs the magician. They call me the magician.
Fuck off.
To come in and just make this better. We need
crazy.
a man who's just ridden here on a bicycle.
That's a wild take.
Yeah, who talks about crying and asks you questions about your ADHD. We need that. That jazzes up every podcast.
You know it.
Yeah.
I do want to tell any listeners who aren't familiar, although I have name dropped your podcast many times on this one.
Thank you.
You are a co-host of the podcast, The Phone Hacks. So
Yes.
go check that out, guys. But it is, insane. The name gives a lot away there, but you guys are basically going through each other's and your guests' phones and then sometimes doing hacks.
Yeah.
Like the olden days when you take a friend's phone and post "I'm gay" on Facebook.
Yes.
How has that affected your friendships?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if a couple of people have not written back, and then I've apologized, and then they've still not written back.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I think I had an old boss, and I sent her a photo of something. I don't know what it was.
God.
I
My
forget what it
favorites
was.
are like when you comment on a friend's wife's bikini photo or something like
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
that shit's crazy.
I can't believe we used to do that. We
It's
don't really do
insane.
too much of that now.
No,
but
of
fuck, we used to
course.
do that. Just like, hell yeah, brother, and all that kind of stuff.
It's
like, wow,
wild.
so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you guys, I know you don't do it so much anymore, but
Yeah.
you seemed quite desensitized.
It was. We are. It was good because I guess when we first started doing it, a lot of people took social media very seriously.
Of course.
Especially young people
Yes.
took it very seriously, and the older people didn't take it so seriously.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of been a changing of the guard. Older
Totally.
people take it very seriously.
Yeah.
They'll write like the comments like, "Hey, don't do that," or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. Whereas like younger people don't seem to take it so seriously anymore. And I don't know. I think it could implode. I think it's
Social
going to
media?
explode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be like the death of the follower, and
Yeah.
there's going to be something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be, but it's definitely going to change something.
Yeah. I feel like laws might come into place that make things like, I think we'll look back on these times
Yeah.
like it was absolutely insane. It's unethical. Some of the shit that people are allowed to do and say on the internet. I mean, God knows I cop a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's wild.
Have you had like, I suppose you've probably addressed it in the podcast before, or maybe you don't want to talk about it.
I'll talk about anything.
Have you had like a backlash of things like when you blow up on YouTube or whatever? Have you just had a bad day where people are like at Chloe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not really anything like, no one's ever calling me out for anything I've said. People are pretty somewhat comedy savvy, which is great. There's no issue of that. My worst experience with the internet is usually just people talking about my body, whether it's she's fat or she's a whore or just being generally misogynistic and like sexual harassy sort of shit. That's the worst that I cop, and it's fine. I mean, it has gotten to me in the past.
It's just like being a woman on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you just be off the internet? You know, I don't know why you women get on there. You know, just parading about.
I know. It's your place.
Yeah. It's not. This is where men talk about shit. You know, and you have to look the way we want you to. You know,
So stupid.
it's so annoying that you don't look. You know,
Exactly how we
you might
want.
be good for someone else's standards, but for all the men,
It's not possible.
it's got to be a group thing. You know?
No, it's all right. It's all right. I've at least my own personal audience is pretty wonderful.
Yeah,
which
great.
I'm really grateful for, and I've spent some time trying to wean the bad ones out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would gladly lose more than half of my followers if it meant losing people that are there for the wrong reasons, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with the peeps I've got, but especially when like a reel or whatever is doing well and you get all these randoms coming in, they're like, you are not Christ-like. And I'm like, I kind of am.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm pretty cool.
I'm God.
I might be
I'm
God.
God.
My middle name is Grace, okay? You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah. You should do a test like the turtleneck podcast or something
hell
where you
is
wear
that?
turtlenecks.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
I mean,
there's
look.
no like, you know, yeah.
I've got plenty of episodes where I'm wearing very high cut
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. You got to have the turtleneck cast, mate.
I do.
You know? What the hell?
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
fine.
fuck 'em. I reckon it's great. I don't know. I reckon it's so cool now that women can do what they want. Like they can just like message people and stuff and fucking go on dates and shit.
What do you
When I was-
mean?
when I
Men
was-
can do that too.
No. What? No, men have always been doing it.
Right,
It's never
right,
been
right,
frowned
right.
upon. You see a loose man, you're like, I don't know. Sound like I'm old, but you know,
are
I'm
old.
41 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. You'd have like a loose man, like bloody hell, that bloke's getting around. Fucking hell, what a
Right.
larrikin.
Right.
And then a woman's getting around. Oh my God, someone should say something to her. Someone should say something to that woman. She is having too many men. You know, you're just like, what the hell? Now you got Tinder and shit. You don't even need to go to pubs.
Yeah.
I fucking hated pubs. I liked pubs,
Really?
but I just hated nightclubs.
Yeah.
And that was the only place you could meet people, and it fucking sucked. Like,
Well, no, you don't want to meet anyone in the dark. I think that's a bad rule. Like,
yeah, and I hated the music.
the music sucks. I
And
was not a
hated
clubber.
the drinks.
I like pubs, but for the hangs, and I don't like
Yes.
anywhere too loud. I can't hear when it's too loud. How'd you meet your wife?
The saddest thing ever.
Oh God.
We met at a podcast festival. Yeah. So,
Oh, was
yeah.
she a fan?
Yeah, she was a
Oh,
fan. Well,
sweet.
yes and no. It was a brutal time in her life. I think she'd gone through some kind
Clearly.
of breakup, and then her parents lived in Thailand
Yeah, right.
at the time.
Oh, it was that one. Yep.
Yeah,
Dum
so
dum.
she went to kind of visit him, but she liked the Dum Dum as well, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm going through a crisis, so I'll check this out."
Fuck yeah.
And then she met this stud.
That's a great place to meet. It's not like a podcast festival in, Melbourne.
Yes.
It's in Koh Samui where it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Everyone's feeling beachy. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it was
great.
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It was like she was like a dream woman. You know,
Yeah.
just like, wow. Well, I'm just going to stay away from her because, you know,
Did you really
I'll
find
be too
that?
nervous. Yeah.
So what, she had to make the first move?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I
I'm
went and
explaining
talked to
this.
her.
Yeah.
But I talked to her in a way that I was like, well, this woman's by herself on the beach. I should see how she's going. And then she seemed kind of keen to talk to me. So, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it was good.
Good job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Wow.
But so that was fun. But yeah. Well, I often rev people up. I go, where'd you meet your wife? And I'm like, oh, in Thailand. And they're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you know, she was like, give me massages and stuff. And then, you know, they felt great. And I just kind of kept going back. And then she gave me ones for free. And then we kind of developed a relationship from there. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
However, just watching their face,
Yep.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I can't really
Yeah.
understand much of what she says,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know, I know. Sawadika.
Yeah. I know that feels good. And she knows the meaning of that. So that's kind of the basis of our relationship.
That's really fun.
Yeah. And then so some people thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
One guy I was sitting in a truck with that I was working with didn't think it was that funny. He really didn't take it the right way.
Do you think he felt attacked because maybe that was something that he wanted to do?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he did fully
Yeah.
agree to it.
Yeah.
And then he'd been tricked. That yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
okay.
it is probably acceptable as long as everything's above board.
Of course.
You know, but yeah.
There are connotations. How old is she?
Yeah. So that was pretty funny.
You're
yeah.
a silly guy. What sue you? You know, like what are they meant to do?
I love pranks.
You love to joke
I love
around.
joking around. See, that's the thing. That's what I was saying before. I'm polarizing. You meant to just ease yourself onto people, but I'm like, hey, whoa.
That's okay. That's a good point. I guess
Yeah.
I've never really thought of you as polarizing. I've thought of you as quite just a generally liked man.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good.
But that's among comedians who are mentally ill. So
I do see comedians sometimes they're worn out by me.
really,
They're like, God damn, this guy's too much.
I get that too.
Yeah.
It's fine. Screw him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sometimes you just got to go. Enthusiasm has more positives than negatives.
Yeah.
So I'm going to embrace it.
Yeah, good.
And I just have to deal with the negatives.
That's fun.
Yeah. And so, mate, so like, what is like? Do you have another job or anything like that?
No, I was walking dogs and I
Killer.
I know, it was awesome. Just for like a little bit, and I stopped walking 95% of my dogs because I was just so busy with this and gigs and everything. But I still have 2 clients, 3 dogs, but 2
Yeah.
of them are sisters. They live together. It's like $30 4 walks totally in a week. It's nothing actually adding to my workload or money, but I just love these dogs so much. I don't want to give them up.
Mate, that is so amazing. I love this. I'm interested in. I hate social media, but I'm interested in it, and I'm interested in the way people's careers go. Like I find comedy so interesting, the path that different people take. Because I don't remember too much, but I think you started around 6 years ago in Brisbane.
Yeah, 6.5. Yeah, because I was in Melbourne for the first little bit. And then moved back to Brisbane. Yeah.
Because I just met my wife then. I was going to Brisbane quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. You
And
were up there a lot.
I think Jacob actually had a breakdown at one of the gigs I took my wife to.
Oh no.
He was working at Woolworths near a house. And I think I saw him at the Woolworths. I think I saw him at the Woolworths, and he had a breakdown. He's like, "What is my life?" And then
Fuck.
yeah. And then he moved to Sydney, and I was like, "Oh, good on you, man. You
Yeah.
probably needed to get out of Brisbane."
Yeah, and
But-
get out of Woolworths.
But that's so cool that you started and you were doing gigs, and then now it's kind of like a full-time thing.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, I feel very lucky.
It's so cool. No, well, you've worked hard.
I do. I work really freaking hard.
People don't realize the amount of. It's like the car salesman thing. The amount of hustle you got to do.
Yeah.
To kind of get things.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't do it, and I should.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
yeah.
it's
Jacob's in the
fucking
same boat.
exhausting.
It's really hard.
It's exhausting.
And especially when you, I think, come from like have started comedy a little bit longer ago, then you have this more of a mindset of it's lame, it's embarrassing to
Yeah.
promote yourself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You just have to get over that and be shameless about it.
What you have to do is I found out a lot of my famous friends, they just do it and don't tell anybody about it.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
smart.
yes, yeah.
Very
They
smart.
all work behind
Yeah,
the scenes, but
yeah.
they're all like, "Oh, what'd you do today?" They're like, "I don't know, I went out a beer or
Got a
something."
coffee. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Very smart.
Yes,
I like
they're always
that.
playing it down.
Yes.
But really, you're like, "Oh, fuck, that person does work."
yeah, of course. Yeah, the work is. I mean, I work real hard, but I'm so glad. I know it's very early to get any kind of audience in the grand scheme of things. Like,
Yeah.
6.5 years in, still very early. I'm so glad it was not any earlier because
Yes.
I
Oh.
feel so happy with where I'm at in comedy now. Like,
Yes.
I'm finding my voice. I'm actually really proud of the shit that I'm saying. It's funny. It's not just like a couple of years in and then chuck you on the telly.
Yeah.
That shit can be scary.
Yes, yeah. No,
all
there's
seen that.
some opportunities I've had. I've been fucked because I just wasn't in the right mental mindset. I wasn't a wise man. I'm not a wise man.
Tough.
Yeah. Some people are just wise from the start.
Yeah.
Like Chenny would come to gigs ever since he was like 16, and that guy was just smart.
Yeah.
He's just smart. He just
Yeah.
knew when to talk and knows when. I always just felt like I was the younger person around.
Yeah,
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mike's
love that
always been
too.
about 60 years old. He has his little tea and,
Of course.
he wears this weird elbow thing to pickleball. It's weird,
I don't know. I think he's inspiring. I think Mike's oldness is a thing of beauty. I like his germophobia. I can relate to it. And,
Are you a germaphobe too?
Yeah, in the most illogical way.
Yeah, right.
Like it's not I'll kiss my cat
Yes.
all day, and then I wash my hands every single time I come home. Like if I touch anything, like there's a lot of cross contamination in my mind that
Yeah.
I'll avoid. But then I'll I don't know, not wash my bra often enough or something. It's not logical.
Yeah.
But it's there.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah. That's like everyone though. I have weird things. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like tomato sauce on hot chips. I think it looks
Ooh.
disgusting.
It's about how it looks.
Yeah, it looks disgusting.
Oh my
And it's too
God.
sweet for the chip.
It is quite sweet.
It's not.
What do you like? Like a vinegar?
I like aioli.
Aioli.
Yeah, I could eat that shit all day.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's
good.
good. Aioli's fantastic. But tomato sauce, especially when they just tip it on there and it goes like, like with the thing, that is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Yeah, that is a weird thing.
Yeah. That, and I hate flying. I've got to have a full service airline
Yeah.
for any flight over 4 hours.
What does a full service airline
Like
mean?
not Jetstar to like Japan.
Yeah,
or
right,
something.
okay.
Yeah, I took
Why? What
Jetstar
is
to
it?
Hawaii. It sucks. I like flying.
Yeah.
I like the TV.
Yeah.
I like the food.
Right, you want good
like
food,
all of
good
that
TV,
stuff.
bit of comfort.
Yeah, I like to feel like a boss.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I've only flown economy,
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
that appreciative that
Yeah.
I'm like, whenever I'm just flying economy, I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh, man, me too. If I get a occasional Virgin flight from here to Brisbane, I'm like, all right, sorry,
Yeah.
she's made it. She's arrived.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm doing the long one to America in February next year, though.
Oh, nice.
And I haven't booked it yet. I'm like, going to book this week.
Yeah.
And I am really scared because it's such a long flight.
Yeah.
I really want to be comfy,
Yes.
but I also can't afford first class or
No
anything
stopover?
like that. One stopover because I'm going to Austin first.
Nice.
So I think it stops in LA.
Yeah.
Is what I'm looking at, but we'll see.
I
how
love a
it's
12-houry. I love sitting on it for 12
Yeah?
hours. Yeah, it's fun. Watch a couple of movies.
Yeah.
Have a meal. I love it.
It'll be all right. I'll be by myself, but I'll just be,
Oh, no.
just be me talking to myself.
Yeah.
Trying to
Are you
avoid
going?
strangers.
You going to see the? You going to the mothership? You checking the
I'm
mothership
gonna
out?
check out the mothership for
Great.
sure.
I would
yeah.
love to do that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I figure I'll probably, nothing's on the books, but I'll probably be on Rogan.
You'll be on
I'll
Rogan.
probably be on Joe Rogan's
Yeah, for
show.
sure, mate. Yeah.
I think so. I'm big into manifesting.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What stuff have you manifested that has worked out? Did you manifest this? That Nick Apple would be on your podcast?
I did. It's been the last 3 months. It's all
Yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah.
manifested.
No, for 6 years you've been manifesting this. Yeah.
I know you're a cool guy.
Yeah. No. Like, what do you?
Okay, so I would say a very quick, immediate one is health stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell my body, it's
Don't have diarrhea today.
pretty much.
And then you don't
pretty
have
much.
diarrhea.
Like say a cold sore starts coming up.
Yeah.
Which rarely, never happens. Okay, yuck, doesn't happen to me. Occasionally, if
Yeah.
it happens, I'll say, "Thank you for coming to tell me that I need to slow down. I've received the message. You can go now." And
Okay.
it does. It doesn't keep
Really?
coming. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm a witch.
Yeah.
Abundance, like generally just making money and stuff. And then it's like, oh, hang on, it's coming in.
Yeah.
It's working. There's a
How do you manifest money? Because that's what I want to do.
I am abundant. Saying that, it's like saying a mantra. So I have a few kind of meditative things that we'll do.
Okay.
I'll do with like a bit of sound bowl. What are those singing bowls playing?
So that's
and
what
stuff.
I have to say to myself. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I just go.
You speak basically in the present tense about the things that you want. I am abundant. I am wealthy.
I'm abundant.
Yes.
I'm wealthy.
I have money.
I've got money.
I'm comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
Yes.
I'm abundant. I'm wealthy. I've got money.
Yes.
I'm comfortable.
It's turning into a Tony Robinson lecture.
I've got so much money right now,
Yes.
and I feel great.
It works.
all right.
It works. All right.
Yeah.
There was this like day that's apparently, and I'm really not this witchy, but I don't know, it's fun to get into.
Yeah.
There was a day, it was like the Lion's Gate, which is apparently the most manifesting, like the most powerful day to manifest on. So I did this whole thing where I wrote out this whole list of everything I wanted by that time next year.
Yeah.
And it's already things like ticking off, like certain business relationships, certain
Really?
little steps. Yeah. Little
Wow, that's awesome.
jobs that I want. Even my sister, she did it too. She was like talking about how she wanted more clarity. I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but more clarity on whether or not she wants kids.
Yeah.
And like a week later, I had an article come across my desk about someone being like, this is, if you are not sure if you want to have kids, this is a perfect checklist. It takes a few months to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
but like get it done, you'll get more clarity. I sent it over and I was like, babe, Lionsgate, it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the
we're all very
Lions Gate. That
powerful.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a religious or superstitious guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The Lions Gate sounds like it's got a cool name.
I agree, because
Yeah.
I'm not either, and it's nice to just kind of have something to play with.
Yeah, that's cool. I
positive
should
thinking
be more
helps.
serious about things.
Yeah.
I should be like, yeah, I want this business relationship.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's great.
Well, it's
I'm
interesting
abundant. I've got money.
because
Yeah.
you see people who are always saying like, "Oh, no one wants to work with me," or "Oh, industry hates me," that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It is.
It gets to,
yeah.
because we all hear that and we go, "Oh, I guess no one wants to work with you."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, I
very
feel that. I feel I feel getting older, you lose your charisma more
You
because
reckon?
you've seen the atrocities that life has dealt you
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
and not to get your hopes up,
Yeah.
and you just kind of become less and less charismatic,
totally.
and more just want to, I don't know.
I think there's maybe even a biological sense as well, because
Yeah.
your body's like, I don't need to be this charismatic anymore. I'm not trying to find a mate.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I found when I was like trying to work out or something to get to a certain goal or to be that certain person, didn't really work. But I find now that I work out for me,
Yeah.
it's so much better.
Oh my God, totally.
Like I feel like better walking through a door of a place.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
know, and it's kind of cool that you know that you haven't made much improvement. You're kind of realistic about it.
Yep.
But in your mind, you're like, I feel good. Mm-hmm. You know what? It
makes such a big
it's-
difference.
Yeah. Whereas I
Totally.
remember when I worked out like 5 or 6 years ago, like really hardcore.
Yeah.
And I thought I was so jacked.
Yeah.
And I look at photos of that now, I'm like, you look fucking terrible, dude.
It's silly. I feel like I remember this. Were you at Jake Smith's house posting, being like, I'm doing the weights?
Oh yeah, that was funny. I think that was after though.
Okay,
that was some serious drinking then that I was doing. Yeah, that was fun.
No, but you're right. I think also when you're working out for you, you're less impacted by other people's opinions. So if someone were ever to say anything, it's not going to throw you off your track, you know?
No, that's it. Yeah, because
great.
No one really comments.
No.
No one's like, oh man, fucking hell, you look jacked. No one does that.
They should.
They'd be a psychopath, you know?
I guess.
No. I do. I want people to know that, you know.
Yeah.
What their hard work is paying
Yeah,
off,
me too.
you
I
know?
love to tell my friends they're looking ripped.
Yeah. I even tell my friends that don't look good at all that they look good, just to make them feel good around me.
That's nice.
Just to win points.
Yeah.
It's very disingenuous. And it shows my insecurities that I just want to be liked, and it's fucking disgusting.
That's
if
wild.
I was a good friend, I'd be like, hey, you look like shit. Pick yourself up.
Oh my God.
I'm
who
here
are
to
these
motivate
friends who
you.
Look like shit?
I'm here to make your life better.
That's crazy. I can't think of a single friend of mine who looks like shit. All my friends are really hot.
You work in comedy. It's the biggest bunch of uggos ever. It's like mutants.
Not in Sydney. That's why I moved here. Because this is the hot city.
Hot city. Have you been to Glamorama?
No.
Like Tamarama, this beach near Bondi?
No, I haven't.
I haven't been there in a long time, but when I used to live in
Yeah.
Sydney, I went there once, and I was like, get me off this fucking beach.
Fuck. Too hot.
Oh, god damn, it was
I'm
like...
not ready.
I felt like such an ogre
Oh my God.
on this beach. I was like, is there an ugly beach? Is there some kind of uggo beach I can go to?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It's what's it called? Les Sands?
Brighton Les
Brighton Les
Sands.
Sands.
Oh, really? That's an uggo beach?
I'd assume so. It's just the
Yeah,
shittest beach.
Yeah.
I actually was really scared about the hotness level in Sydney before I moved here. And I think it's been really good for me because I'm very comfortable around all these beautiful people.
Yeah.
Like doing gigs in Bondi and stuff. The crowd is wildly good looking. And it was really intimidating. And then after a bit, I was like, I'm just going to decide I am as hot as you.
Oh, yeah.
And it works. It's just tricking my fucking
That's
silly
manifesting.
brain. It's manifesting.
I'm as hot as you.
I'm as hot as a Bondi babe.
I'm as hot as a Bondi guy. That's me. I'm a hot Bondi guy. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of hot Bondi guys, we've got some sleepover games to play.
Oh, great, mate.
You up for that?
Okay, cool.
Okay. We're going to start with Would You Rather.
Okay.
Would you rather be handed your very own TV show or undo all of the havoc that your podcast has caused?
That's a hard one.
Repair every relationship.
I'd say if I had my own TV show, I'd only create more havoc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably have to undo all the havoc.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I do wish I didn't send my uncle a text message saying I had a dream we 69'd. That'd be great. That'd be great, never to be in my memory again.
It's so insane.
I wish I didn't tell Mike to email his mum saying I want my foreskin back.
It's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And if someone said you could have your own TV, I'd be like, oh, cool, let's make a sign outside of Mike's mum's house saying I want my foreskin back.
Insane. Oh my God. No one ever give this man power.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We were talking about recently, I just recorded an episode with Tom Cashman.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that movie Iron Claw.
Yeah.
And he's like, is this a movie about the Iron Claw that they have in the shopping centre, that picks up the toys?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis is operating the Iron Claw for 3 hours. Like, the claw goes down, it's not going down. The claw it's gripping the teddy bear and it's not going up. It just slips off the teddy bear. I was like, yeah, I would watch that for 3 hours. That's why I'm not rich, because I would make that straight away. Yeah. They're like, Nick, what do you want to do with your $10 million? Well, we're making a Daniel Day-Lewis movie that operates an Iron Claw for it. Yeah, that's why I've got no money.
So sweet that you think that would only cost $10,000.
Oh, $10 million.
Sorry, even 10 million. I feel like he would be a 50 million plus sort of cost. Surely.
Yeah, that's true.
Surely.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, good answer. Good to know.
Yeah.
I'll know you're in real trouble if you ever get a TV show.
I always wanted to, if I was ever really rich, make a Marvel movie. And it's just a Marvel movie about one of the characters or something.
Right.
And then, like, it's rated R and people don't know why.
Okay.
And then it's just a normal movie.
Okay.
But you know the Easter egg they put
Yeah.
at
the very
the
end.
credits?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one of the heroes having sex with, like, a deer.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? Just like the most elaborate prank of all time.
That's horrific.
Yeah, just full bestiality. Just people
God, no.
going, why did you put that bit? Is this why it's rated R? It's got no connection to the story. And you're like, yeah, but that's funny.
Oh my God. I hate it. It's funny, but I hate it.
And when you go into the cinema, you sign a form that releases you that I can watch your reaction in the cinema.
Oh my God.
So I've just got to watch cinemas all around the world react to this part.
Just you watching on your own? Yeah.
Yeah. Just watching people react to this horrific scene.
What it must be like to live in your mind.
I know. Anyway,
all right, next, would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather accidentally send a nude to your mum or intentionally send your mum's nude to your wife?
Well, I've kind of sent a nude to my mum once.
Oh, God.
As part of the podcast. I had a hole in my pants.
Yep.
And then I had a hole in my underpants.
Yep.
And it was like Inception.
I remember the one.
One of my balls. And Ben Knight took a photo of it. And then he's like, Mike said to send it to my mum and go, I need new pants. And then, my parents didn't talk to me for like a week.
Fuck.
And my dad had to talk to me about it. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, okay. I understand why you chose the undo before.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, I would not want to send a nude photo of my mum to my wife. No. Yeah.
So you're just another nude to the
Yeah. Well, she's seen it all before.
You can
my
handle
mum,
it. Yeah, exactly.
But just like, everything's older.
Fucking hell.
It'd be like me as a kid, but with a filter on it. The old man filter.
Jesus. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
This one's nice, close, personal.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah.
3 wonderful comedians, friends of the podcast.
Okay.
Ben Knight, Mike Goldstein, and Brett Blake.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, marry,
3
kill.
certified hunks.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck, marry, kill. I'd probably marry 90.
Wow.
Yeah. Because...
He's a sweet boy.
Yeah. We piss each other off the least.
Yeah, okay.
I piss Mike off a lot. And he kind of pisses me off a lot. And then I piss Brett Blake off a lot. So, yeah. And in turns, he pisses me off. So,
Interesting that it's the people you work most with.
Marry. Brett's got a beard, which isn't sexy at all. So I can't really...
You don't have to fuck his beard.
And I have fantasized about killing him. So I'd probably have to fuck Mike and kill Brett.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
What's the fantasy look like of killing Brett?
Oh, just, running him over.
Okay, that's good. That's not too psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
No, nothing bad.
Nothing like skin tearing.
Shooting
kind
him.
Of. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Accidentally killing him in some kind of race or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Just stuff,
Okay. Another very inside baseball one here. The people will love it. Fuck, marry, kill. The paper mache tumor head thing of yours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what your actual name for it
It's
is.
Nutty.
Nutty, that makes sense.
Big paper mache nut
Paper
with arms and
mache
legs. Yep.
nut, but it does have a face. So, yeah, that little guy, your joke long wife, long life,
Oh, yes. Yep.
and your beautiful hair.
Oh, fuck, marry, kill. Well, I'm going to fuck, the nut because it's fun. And it's the most fuckable thing. I mean, I'm not going to blow trying to fuck a YouTube video on my... or trying to fuck my hair. So I'll probably just fuck the paper mache thing.
Okay.
To be honest, I have thought about it. So...
Horrific.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm definitely not going to kill my hair.
No.
Because it's one of my things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll have to just marry that, I guess, and then, kill the joke.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's kind of dead now anyway.
Yeah, that's a
Haven't
bummer.
done it in a while.
That's a real bummer.
Yeah.
For the fans.
I should repost it, actually.
You should.
On YouTube.
You should.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a good one.
It is. It's real silly.
Yeah.
You can see how you can really stretch the jokes out.
That's it. That was one of the 4 of that show.
Awesome. All right, we're up to the last game.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time flies. It's truth or dare.
Okay.
Now, it's up to you. You can pick truth or you can pick dare. If you don't like the question
Uh-huh.
or the dare, then you can choose the other one.
Okay.
Up to you. Truth
Okay.
or dare.
Okay. Oh, okay, I'll go truth.
All right. Okay. Now, you famously can be a little bit adverse to the earnest, especially on social media. You
Yeah.
make a bit of fun. We all do. It's very funny.
Yeah.
The truth I have for you is, have you ever screenshotted anything I have posted and sent it to a group chat
Oh.
or friend?
I think you've got off.
Yes.
Yeah. I think so, mate.
I'm throwing some swings out there. I don't know. I'm saying some shit that's too earnest sometimes.
There was a time where I think I unfollowed you for a bit.
Oh my God, so sad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
What was I
yeah.
doing? Being real annoying?
No, I think it was a lot of thirst traps.
Oh, I'm so
There was
sorry.
a
I was
lot
single.
of thirst traps, and
Yeah.
I was like,
It's a bit much.
yeah.
No, that's so fair.
Also, when you're a dude, sometimes you're like, I like this too much, therefore I have to get rid of it.
No, totally. I love to hear that. What
I mean,
an
you know
answer.
what I mean? That's when anyone posts a thirst trap.
Of
you know?
course. Yeah, I've really
Yeah.
settled down now in my old age.
Yeah, so I don't think you ever got screenshotted.
Yeah.
Maybe you got talked about God damn it, I had to unfollow her. Just too many thirst traps.
Yes.
So that's the
so good.
truth.
I love that.
I think it was that. Yeah.
Do you want to do the dare as well?
All right.
Really?
Yeah, dare. Yeah.
I think you're gonna hate it. Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Is it charging?
It's up there. Yeah.
You can do it after if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to do it because you did
Yeah.
the truth. But I was going to dare you to do a face to camera video on your Instagram story saying how much you love and appreciate Mike Goldstein.
Oh wow, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I can do it after this.
Yeah?
For sure. Yeah. Mate. Yeah.
Awesome, beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a phone hack, honestly.
Yeah. That's great,
I thought, why not? While we're on theme,
mate. I love it.
Thank you so much for coming to do the pod.
Thank you so much, mate.
It's-
Thank
oh,
you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, this has been awesome. Wow, what an honor. I've only seen the clips on Insta when you posted it. I'm like, oh hell yeah. This
He
is
said
great.
when he got here, oh, it looks so much better on the videos.
Yeah, well, you do a really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of
you.
people don't go to this much trouble.
Thank you. Yeah.
So yeah, mate. No, thank you so much. I've got my
course.
special coming out.
Yes, tell us.
Hold Me Close to Tiny Cancer. It's about when I had cancer. That should be coming out mid-November. So I'm
Oh, cool.
pumped.
Yay.
Really pumped. It's
awesome.
the best thing I've done. So please get around that.
Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, I'll make sure you. I'll post the link when it's up as well.
Thank you so much, mate.
course.
Also, I've decided to run a beer festival. So two of my friends and I are doing the world's smallest beer festival.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's in Melbourne on November the 30th.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah. Look
Okay.
it up. It's at Brewmanity Brewing.
Okay.
And it's going to be hilarious. It's like a rooftop party, and everyone's just going to have fun. So,
Sweet.
yeah. We're going to have games and stuff. We got like 5 breweries.
That sounds awesome.
It's going to be killer.
I'm coming down to Melbourne first week of December. Should I come down early and check out the
Mate,
beer fest?
come on down. We'll give
right.
you a ticket.
Yes,
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
for sure.
Beautiful. And listen to the phone hacks. It's awesome.
Oh, thanks, mate. We're back.
You're back.
We're good again. For a while, we went off the rails a bit. We were trying to get used to the studio, everything. Now we're good. We're hot.
Yes,
Well,
love
we
it.
recorded a great episode today. We are a good podcast. I'm abundant.
You're abundant.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you. Bye.
Bye.